From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. To the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended to the middle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this second half. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds Rodder. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They go to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Heel off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply, we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites here to look out there, but that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get it. He stopped short on 4th down. They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He'll throw it. A strike downfield. Hits the afterburners. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real... On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. There he goes. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a the stop. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll try the right side. Gets it past the marker. Taking it the other way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled. And he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception. But they haven't been in sync. And nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. And they'll mark him at the 48. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps swinging it. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. He's got him this time. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile. But it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Bring in the heat. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive. So at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little. Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got the first down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Solid run on the last play, gives this offense another first down. The give and tick, 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 tick. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll change. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running to Green. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if inning game. Defense. Offense. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here lately.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Coastal Carolina answered the bell away from Conway today with an impressive victory. The Chanticleers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Desperate on 4th and long, and this is about the only situation in which you'd go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On target over the middle. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Great place to start for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Ramsey. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Off play action. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, after the missed field goal, the lead is still 23. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
Got no faith.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Commodores offense takes the field. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he learned that tape, because that was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Just make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit of fun.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen.
Oh, it's good.
Completions
Bless.
to be had. So he's just got to do a better job of being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So Georgia's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question is the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line, because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Got a little space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He just terrorized his quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out. And they start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers...
He's loose down the left side. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first
Yes, and the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The option look. The pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Sampson. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged out of the air. Brings him to the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Doors.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride, so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little whoop out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Wide open downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Quarterback just missed it. Incomplete.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in the back pocket.
Got his man on the right. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easy. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was paid.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. RPO make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Scanning the field, it's Sampson. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the back. And into the end zone. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
After that earlier interception, they want to make sure this guy gets his rhythm back.
Yeah, and sometimes when he loses confidence, he's also not going to push the ball downfield. He doesn't want to make a mistake, and that's a tough life. You want your quarterback to play free and not worry about making that mistake. He's already made one. It's just a good way to kind of get that confidence going again.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Back to pass, it's Sampson.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
It's nice for this D coordinator who puts his nickel package out of the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and long.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far they've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football. That's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great for throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
To throw, it's Sampson. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on
Doubt everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
and is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Forced down in the pocket. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent's territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Timeout called here by the defense. This is the first one they've used this half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Here we go. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He'll try to tack on one more.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Harry. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Sampson. He's got it down the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Commodores in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got him turning it on. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Vanderbilt. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Crosses the 35. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is. He was trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Makes it past the marker. They finally make the stop. That's going to make these halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Commodores will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense run the football. The reason they broke, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Now the play fake. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that are always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him to pass it.
Georgia ready to dive it up on another first down. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
Boy, the defense clamped down on that third down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. It looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, they were able to rally to the ball.
Rolling right and going deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Give to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Commodores want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved.
Greg Rolstad is finding that out right now. Prior to the expiration of the play clock, timeout, Houston. This is the first time timeout. That's the 30-second timeout. So before this third down and 6, we'll give you a look at this defense for the Steelers that ended the year ranked 26th. The National Football League, they're the guys up top.
It's a big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Hard running there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. No.
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First and 10. He leaves it with his back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throwing on the run. Grabs it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They're marking at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line big holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Sampson. Catch in the middle. It's Thompson. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Commodores are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Still running at the 35. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Man, it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Snagged in the middle. It's Herring. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides to back and leaves it. Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Takes a hit as he fires. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, and I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They make the stop, and not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the tackle down and distances situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. Decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sampson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
It's a nice job by this defense to understand, listen, that QB is the back, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the ball. They're dialed in. He got that second and goal.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to march in. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you win the ball game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Dogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gonna run it. It's Ramsey. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes.
Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, This is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sampson. Firing to the right, complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After this, it'll be a wrap. He is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games, and you expect...
Carries the early part of the year. We took over the second half of the season. The young rookie of the UFC drafted in the 4th round.